Joyful greetings, everyone. In a garden, it's not just the planting of the flowers that's important. It's equally important to remove the weeds. It is true for our being as well. At a physical level, on a daily basis, due to varieties of actions and habits that we have, we gather a lot of toxins which are very harmful to the body. So we go through an extensive detox procedure to remove those toxins out of our body. But when we say body, is it only physical body? No. There are multiple layers of bodies that we need to understand. And in each layer, we may gather toxins. For example, we may gather toxins at the emotional level. So much of fear, so much of guilt, so much of greed. All of this we could gather and we should tank it inside. And that will affect our functioning, that will affect our productivity, that will affect our results at the end of the day. Right? All these toxins need to be removed. Right? Sometimes we wonder, we have done a lot of harm to certain relationships, and those relationships need to be recovered. Now, those relationships cannot be recovered unless we remove these toxins out of our system. Now, it's better to use the word system than use the word body, because body might sound only physical. Right? Is that all? No. We have another layer of our personality, which is the intellectual layer. In the intellectual layer also, we have a lot of knowledge we gained over time. We have read books, we have attended seminars, we have listened to people, discourses. But are all those knowledge that we have gained, is it relevant today? No. In fact, in technology field, for example, the knowledge that we gained last year is not relevant today. But unfortunately, all this knowledge have gone into our memory and is still triggering our decisions and actions. Much of this knowledge is actually toxins, mindsets, which were gathered over time, which is coming from the beliefs that we have gathered through the conditioning all through the years. All of them are not lying on our physical body. All of them are on our mental body. And inside the mental body, it is not just emotions which require detoxing, it is equally the intellect that requires detoxing. Much of our decisions in life come from either intellect or emotion, mostly emotion. Right? Intellectual detoxing is as important as emotional detoxing. Is it all? No. We gather toxins at a completely different level, which is a spiritual level. Right? For example, we could have harmed some people without our awareness. Right? But these also accumulate inside our system as toxins that require to be detoxed. Right? You may not have heard about what is called spiritual cleansing. Right? Some of the religious practices that we have, in any religion for that matter, is intended to cleanse us spiritually and relieve our soul of all those burdens. Focusing only on the body and cleansing it does not solve the problem, because when we go back out of this cleansing procedure, we again live in the same context, we meet the same people, we interact with the same situations and decisions we take, as a result of which everything comes back in terms of toxins into our system. Right? So what should we do? We need a holistic cleansing procedure, which is comprising physical level detoxing, pranic, the breath level detoxing, the emotional level detoxing, the intellectual level detoxing, and finally the spiritual level detoxing. All of this, when put together into a holistic package, is when we can go back and start leading a very sustained life which is joyful and peaceful. All this cleansing has to happen at the same time. Right? So we have come out with a retreat for the first time in the world, which is truly a holistic program, where we are going to talk about detoxing at all these layers right? You would go through a completely different daily routine from morning to evening. You may go through some activities which are something that you have possibly not even imagined about. All these intended to cleanse you at all these 5 layers, conducted by specialists in each layer. Come, discover yourself. We have titled this retreat as Discover Ananda Kosha. Kosha means layer. We exist in multiple layers, not only at the physical level. Ananda is sustained bliss. So the retreat is titled as Discover Ananda Kosha. It's your journey to eternal wellness. See you soon. Pranams.